Hello, it's the Yak. Welcome in. Roback.com. Promo code Yak. 20% off your first purchase. Q-zips, polos, hoodies, joggers, shorts. Roback.com. Promo code Yak. Giulio is here. Our guy.
Julio.
What up?
Woo!
Hey.
Thanks for having me. Good to be back.
With
With his working shoes on.
Let's all make a pledge before we start today. Let's try not to break up Giulio and his wife. Okay? I'm gonna hold myself to that standard.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Was there any fallout from that?
No, we were all good.
She's ride or die.
I appreciated your concern, though.
I was very concerned.
That was real one behavior. Big
Yeah.
Pat was feeling me out all week.
I was very concerned. Very concerned. But it's good to see you, man.
Oh, yeah, good to be here, man. I appreciate you guys having me.
Also, Nick is not here,
Nick is out.
but KB is.
Yeah.
Woo.
Get the.
I mean, I may as well not be.
Well, Nick lost to a literal plumber last night.
Mario, yeah.
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 When they say Michael Jordan played against plumbers, Nick lost to a plumber.
I think he's
Injury
got,
report says out, parentheses Mario.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plumber out, parentheses plumber.
I think he's got stand up tonight.
He's
That's
got
why
he's got a headline a show.
got a
tonight.
headline a stand up show tonight.
I think it's
that
sold
makes more
out.
sense. That's an excuse.
That's why he had to go
I had
get a
no
little
idea
sleep.
about that.
How
Hey,
much
Brandon?
time's he doing on the show? Do we know?
I don't know.
The stand up show.
Yeah.
That's gotta suck to do a overnight stream trying to beat Mario and then be like, "Oh, I have a stand-up show tonight."
Yeah.
Yeah.
The planning
No
wasn't
reward.
great, but I think that is why he had to go get some rest.
Well, Sass does that all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe not Mario, but
Call of Duty.
okay.
You guys, and now there was a technicality, right? So you guys actually have to get back in there.
I don't. I was never part of the stream, but
you do.
Yeah, get back in there.
Well, there was a technicality, I think.
so they got to a point where they had
bunch.
beaten all the levels, and then they honed in on 8-1, and every time you got dead, you could just hold A, press start. It takes you right back to 8-1,
Oh, that's not a technicality.
and that's how they started.
Fuck that.
That's how they started.
Yeah.
That makes perfect.
So you had to go back to 8-1 every single time.
That's fine.
But then you still got to go 8-1, 8-2, 8-3, 8-4, which are the 4 hardest levels on the game.
Yeah.
Which is what you should have just said from the start you're going to do.
Yeah.
Tate,
But,
Tate has a habit of doing that, of being like,
Well, it's
if we die, we will go all the way. But no one said you had to.
That's unreasonable. Yeah.
but it's also the
Just say we're going to beat the game.
Yeah.
Leave it at that.
yeah.
That's
And
one of
we'll
those things. I mean, it would have taken probably
3 weeks.
maybe like a week. Yeah, we had no shot.
What happened with Mincy? He said he learned Mario. He mastered Mario at 3 years old.
Yeah.
At 3 years old.
3 years old, he mastered Mario.
Broke his femur. He was in a cast up to his head in the hospital and just mastered
At
Mario
3 years old.
He
at
was
the age of
awful.
3.
Because I live with a 3-year-old, and there's 0% chance she could master Mario.
Yeah, 3-year-olds.
They can't do much.
I don't think.
No.
I can't.
Zero chance.
It's crazy that he
Zero.
remembers being
Zero.
3.
Yeah, that alone is
Maybe it's like a Benjamin Button where he was like super smart back then and now he's like
oh,
aggressive.
dumber and dumber.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
He wasn't good though.
I believe he had it at 5.
Yeah, maybe
He's one of
five.
those, he has like mental math, like
Yeah.
Wait,
I had
so-
similar things.
Was he not good when he? Because he came.
I don't
as
know what's
advertised
good.
as a savior.
You guys
We
were
were-
dreadful.
We were as bad. as-
were-
yeah.
Shockingly,
hmm
some were better than others, but I was.
I feel like we're
blown
dreadful
away.
compared to people who played before.
Mhm.
Were we dreadful compared to people? I don't know. I don't
That
know.
wasn't really a question.
I watched. Yeah,
You didn't really finish that.
Didn't want to.
I mean,
I had nothing to say. Don't have the.
the first
acuity.
how many levels are just like teaching you the basics of the game, and you guys were.
Yeah, like the first 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were struggling,
And then Brandon, hero.
and then Brandon has to step in.
It took me about 30 to 45 minutes to lock in and to get, and then I got to where 8-1 was nothing and 8-2 was a lot easier, and slowly whittled away until I got all the way to the end. The last one was just a miracle.
That had
Did you see the actual jump, Dan? Did you
Yeah.
see that, like
he
how
jumped-
insane it was that he made it through all the hammers.
Yeah.
I just said fuck it at this point on the last.
I also feel like you should have died right there, but the guy.
Yeah. Fuck
This is
it.
an all-time jump.
Just insane.
There was a razor
How does
thin.
how?
I don't know how I got through.
Look at that. That's
Oh.
some Matrix shit.
Yeah. I'm just not 100% sure how I got through
Brandon,
there.
get all the pictures. Like that should
That-
be
Put that on a
profile.
t-shirt.
Insane,
That's
Brandon.
crazy.
That's all time right
Profile
there.
pic.
That's Jordan jumping from
How
the
are
free throw
you?
line.
Like you said, fuck it. Is there a way to actually time that?
Yeah, there is. I didn't. I just said fuck it. I just said, all right, I'm here. I'm gonna go.
That's insane. That's so cool. Yeah, but you want to hang? We have an open chair.
Hey.
Come hang.
No, thank you.
Eddie
Yeah,
brought
thank
some
you.
milk chocolate
Thank you, no,
pretzels.
thank you.
Flips.
Oh, different kinds for everybody.
Yes. Doesn't get much better than this.
Oh, good.
Thanks, Eddie.
Oh, Eddie, yes.
Definitely.
Great. You guys enjoy those.
Oh
Yeah,
my
go on,
God.
sit down. I ended on savory last night.
Oh my God.
It was I ended in a good spot last night.
Did
even
you
though
sleep well?
Yeah.
The right choice?
It was the right choice. I got ice cream. I was eating cheese and crackers. Had my last bite of ice cream. I was like, yeah, you know what? I need
wanna
one more
try-
cheese and cracker.
You want to try these?
What? I did. I ended on savory. I was saying
Cheese and
yesterday,
crack?
Giulio, that the hardest part, and Brandon, because you weren't here, the hardest part, and I preface it by saying I understand how lucky I am. My life is incredible. I'm not taking anything for granted. But the hardest part of my existence is deciding what my last bite will be every night, sugar or savory.
Just like because you're trying to like do something, or just
No, just I like to end on
wanna enjoy
the
it.
right note, because sometimes you'll end with chocolate and you'll be like, man, I really wish I had something else.
yeah.
So
Does it have anything to do with the time of night, or is it
No.
the same time every night?
no, it's around 9:00.
Will the last bite be?
Yeah. What will the last bite be? And it switches up every now and then. Like it goes
Still
back
on.
and forth. Yeah.
You make a conscious decision because I just like to let the night decide.
Well, no, yeah, I'll let it. I'll go with the flow.
Okay.
It's just whatever I'm feeling.
All right.
It's not. I'm not like, hey, tonight's gonna be.
Yeah, 3 p.m. You're not.
No,
saying,
no, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, but he second guesses himself all the time.
Well, sometimes I do. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
part of any hard decision in life. You're gonna
True.
have regrets.
True.
Have you ever? You think there's ever a situation where you're in the bed, you're about to fall asleep, and you're like, that last bite just didn't take.
Oh, all the time.
Gotta go fix it.
No, I don't get up and fix it, but I'm like, I screwed that up.
Okay.
Tomorrow got to be better.
Sorry, I couldn't get you the Costco ones.
No, it's all right. This will
Those are
do.
disgusting.
These are. Yeah. And then the other revelation was that Dan's never had chocolate covered pretzels.
No, I have. I don't like them.
Which means he's never had.
I have. I do not like them.
I don't
What
know
cho-
how
what-
you, but you like chocolate covered things. And you like pretzels.
I like them separate.
What
But
part
they're so good.
grosses you out?
Good.
I don't. It doesn't gross me out.
Sounds
So
like,
I-
sounds like you,
I-
you think they're icky?
Brandon, you can only assume he hasn't tried them, right?
Is it the chocolate or the pretzel?
How could you not like them?
I don't like them. I do not like them.
Sam,
I am.
fine if.
What
Sorry.
chocolate? What chocolate do you use when you make some? Just like a Hershey's.
Well, it's so good.
No, like there'll be candy in my house. Last night was ice cream.
Yeah, you like making like a Lunchable out of it instead of.
Yeah, but I don't. I separate the taste. I finish the ice cream and then I eat the pretzel, and then I'll go back to some ice cream
So they're never.
with water in between.
They're never
Mixing
both in
taste.
your mouth at once.
No.
But
Oh, the story's
Intentionally
got
lives
deeper.
that way.
Yeah, no, I do not mix them in my mouth.
I love mixing taste. Popcorn and chocolate at the movie theater.
Oh, so
Yes.
good.
I do not like mixing
good.
sweet and savory.
You're missing out, man.
I'm not. I've tried it many times. Not for
You
me.
gotta try it.
It's cross contamination.
Koopas are basically, turtles.
Any opinions on
Oh no, Nick.
What are we looking for?
Tuesday.
Oh no! Oh, this is Kyle playing the game. Look at him.
I mean, we could just.
Oh yeah, Kyle.
you can
You're
dance
really
me
good
off
at this
that.
game.
Kyle, you were.
Wow.
We just need one last one of him sucking his thumb. Oh wow, Kyle, you were.
Look at how many.
Yeah, Brandon had no idea. Brandon.
I was never fully asleep. Couldn't get there.
That's the most asleep pose.
People I know what you mean. People will say you were
Yeah.
When you
but
Brandon totally bought it.
and people are gonna
Yeah.
the narrative is that I was sleeping.
yeah, that's,
Playing the close your eyes games and get into multiple very comfortable positions. That's very. Oh, there's.
Oh, Mincy.
what time was this?
That's
like 7. He was up there playing with me.
Was he doing it all nighter too?
He got there like midnight, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
he did it
okay.
all
So
night.
yeah, that,
Yeah,
that
all nighter, yeah.
Him saying
I thought he just like showed up at 6 and then went to sleep, but he was there all night.
Him saying he mastered the game at 3 years old is
Yeah.
the craziest thing.
Yeah, we were talking about that. It's nuts.
Yeah.
There's no chance it's true.
No. Well, A, he's never mastered the game, and B,
He's never mastered a game.
yeah.
Kyle, you look rested. You look. There's no bags
Did you go
for
home?
miles. You look great.
Maybe it's the water.
He went home and changed.
Water. I did, yeah, but
Yeah,
I wanted to wear this shirt.
And you feel energetic?
No, I feel horrible.
Oh. Even though you'd played the game for a while?
I didn't play the game.
Sleeping game.
The
sleeping game.
You played that for like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, I slept for a while. Great sleep.
You look
great
so
quality.
That face down, sleeping, facing the other way.
That's it.
That's unmistakable.
No.
That's as deep as it gets.
No, I got to be honest. I did not sleep. I did not fall asleep. The fact that I was,
That one.
That's a sleep
those are
game.
horrible positions.
That's a sleep
Oh, that's
game.
such a
You
good
think
position.
I do that every day here.
That's not my position.
You're looking real good in that.
Now you're not sleep. That's sleeping.
Looking real good.
Dan, you're
Yeah.
fluent in Bing Bong.
I'm not. That was
You know how to speak Bing Bong.
Oh yeah, but
You're
I
fluent in
want it on
language.
the record.
Was that premature?
That
I
might have
want it
been
on the record.
I think
Read
he's
this.
counting as Bings.
Read this text. Read this text. This is.
I got Bing Bong so hard
You
by
got
Jerry
Bing
O'Connell
Bong. Yeah, you
Read
did.
this exact
Yes.
text. Hold on, let me find it.
last night. But the Knicks, he's
Hey,
counting as
Mr.
Bings
Titus.
before they bonged.
Mr. Bing Bong here.
The job's not done.
God damn, he
I
was
just wanted to introduce myself. It looks like your Pacers and my Knicks are going to be playing in the next round, so thought we get to know each other. Yeah, look at me. I'm on a hike. I'm with
He
my
looks
beautiful
great,
dogs
too.
here. I'm doing my fitness. I
I
got
like
my weights.
how
These are
he-
10-pounders. Yeah. You used to play basketball at Ohio State. That's something. What do you do to work out? Probably use elastics, elastic bands. Yeah, the resistance training. I bet that's what you do. I hear you're having a baby. That's beautiful.
Whoa.
That's beautiful. Hopefully you'll be a father for that baby and you'll stay in that baby's life and you don't blow it. Bing bong. Bing bong. Yeah, so thought I'd just say hi and I'll see you in the next round. We should get to know each other a little bit and you should get used to this. Bing bong, bing bong. You're gonna have a beautiful baby. You're gonna have a beautiful baby. Bing bong.
This was last night. Read it.
Who is a Pacers fan at Barstool? That's from Jerry O'Connell.
Mm-hmm.
You say Titus. You met him at the Bet Gala, right?
That one's irrelevant. That's about Hank.
Okay.
So he found your Twitter.
Any notes, any insults? And you said, I'd wait until you actually win this series and the Pacers win.
This was before both games
Interesting.
last night, and I was like, maybe you should wait until you win the series, and also the Pacers have to win their series, which
Right.
they ended up doing. He just went right for
Just
it.
went for it, yeah.
I do regret he was like, does he have a girlfriend or did he blow it? And I was like, well, he has a pregnant wife, and he's like, oh, good.
Even better.
I was like, whoops, was that a mistake? What were you gonna say?
I may be in GTA 6.
Oh my god.
What do you mean?
I may be in GTA 6.
How?
So, all right, I may have gone and done a voiceover, and the whole time I was talking about GTA related things, and it may have been the place where they do it, but it was a while ago. But I'm in Red Dead Online.
Really?
Like as a character?
I'm Sergio Venza. I'm one of the side missions in Red Dead Redemption.
Has anyone tweeted at you?
No, but you can look it up. It should be up there. And I'm an Italian.
That's incredible.
But like somehow they wanted me to do Italian, even though the guy's like not Italian. But anyway, there it is. This is me, dude.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And have you haven't heard anyone play a clip of like you talking?
I've heard it. I've heard this, but for GTA, I did it so long ago, but that I can't. Oh, it says me. Yeah. There you go.
Wow.
Incredible.
We have a clip.
I was just trying to think of something that's
character.
not coming out for a while.
Yeah. It
It's
should
like,
be on YouTube, dude.
might
Yeah,
be
there
in
you go. This is it.
That's crazy.
How to capture Sergio Venza.
Oh, yes. What?
Look at this week's legendary bounty in Red Dead Online. The target this week is Sergio Venza, the attempted assassin of the governor. Head to your nearest bounty board to start this mission, and when you select this poster, you'll be launched into the cutscene as normal. Unlike the other ones that we've seen so far, you actually get a bit of in-game dialogue from Venza as he sits at the top of his watchtower. So one of the key things to look
they're
out
not
for
gonna play
here
it?
is that the target does shoot back
You
from
can
his
find
tower
it.
using a sniper rifle, so you'll have to keep that in mind when you're approaching. So as you land on the map, you're up by Ansberg.
Hello, YouTube. How live
Whoa.
dead
That's
or
you.
alive? Okay. Can we?
Yeah, there we go.
Goddamn anarchist. Sergio Venza. He ain't even American either. Did you know he was gonna kill the governor if they didn't find him out? And who can guess how many minds he poisoned talking that collectivist nonsense. Stopping this loudmouth is what the law was made
You're
for.
a communist?
Yes, yeah.
Ain't gonna be easy, though. I heard he's bedded in deep with a bunch of these zealots. Oh, and he's a former military sharpshooter, too.
Here we go.
My brother.
No way!
Oh, my brother. My brother. Liberty will be shackled at all costs. That is how government works. I used to use this rifle to fight for them, but now it is turned the other way. Whatever happens, we must be strong, amigo.
Amigo? How long did
That's
it take
insane.
for you to
Wow.
do that?
Like an hour.
That's incredible. My brother.
I have a small note. I'm starting a live show tomorrow with Megan and Danny. Tomorrow at 9.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mincy's moving to the afternoon, so I'm taking that slot.
Wake up, Mincy, moving to the afternoon.
He's moving in the afternoons.
Moving to the afternoon. He said
It was too difficult to wake up
he said
3 times a week,
For a 9 a.m. show.
like for 10 weeks a year.
well, he said his mistake was doing it too many times a week. There's not enough content to spread around.
That makes sense.
Fair. And then
Wait,
two,
what? The mistake was what?
doing it 3 times a week is a lot.
So is he also pulling back on his number of shows?
And he said afternoons are more gamblers are awake in the afternoons, which I think super fair.
I didn't even know it was a gambling show.
I didn't think it was.
I don't know, but anyway.
I had no idea it was a gambling show.
He graciously gave me the heads up, and I was like, "Ooh, I would like that slot."
The
So,
format
just
changed.
once a week.
What's the name and where do you watch it?
It's just Kate and Friends in the morning. Thank you, KB. It's just Kate and Friends in the morning. It's me, Megan, Danny, and a bunch of rotating people in
I
and
like
out.
that crew.
Will you have
Who's the last person in this room you'll ask to come on?
The last person in this room will have to come on. Brandon's looking at me hard. I'd probably say Brandon.
Can't be.
I'd say Brandon.
We've
'Cause
done
the
a
icon
morning
guy.
show before.
I know. Well, but that's kind of what inspired it. And then Roan.com and Moot Can't Sleep. I was watching that and I was like, man, I love the worlds that they've built. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love interacting with people on like my socials and stuff. And I was like, I'd love to like.
Will you have
that out.
Mincy on tomorrow as like kind of a passing of the torch?
I was thinking about. Well, he'll be gone, right? Or no?
No,
He'll
Friday.
be here.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about it.
He might be gone.
He could be
Right?
Be
He could
honest.
be gone. But yeah, I was
It would be
thinking
nice
about
for
it.
the viewer to be like, oh, the show I used to watch now going in the afternoon.
Well, mine's live, so I'm afraid to have him on.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
that's
wanna-
true. That's true.
I don't want to ruin
YouTube?
it.
Are you worried about all
YouTube. I think it's going to live on Viva TV.
Okay.
And it's going to be a mix of different stuff, making myself go out in the city and like widening my frame of reference again. It's like forcing me
Yeah,
every week I have
get
to go
out.
do something new, like an open mic or all kinds of random stuff.
Are you worried about the Wake Up Mincy audience being upset?
Being stunned,
Yeah.
being
They turn on
yeah.
their YouTube machine and they're just like, what the fuck is this?
I'm going to
Where's
talk
my
about
Wake Up
myself a
Mincy?
lot too, so I think they might find
Yeah.
comfort in that.
It'll be an adjustment period, maybe.
Yeah.
They'll get used to
How many days a week?
Just once to start out, but hopefully more than that if it goes well. And it starts out with a workout, at 8:50, a workout, 10-minute long.
Danny, are you in this
It's-
workout?
He kind of is
This one a
tomorrow.
little, yeah.
But
Yeah, same time slot, except from what I heard, Kate doesn't have a gag button.
no.
Mincy still will.
So your show's at 9, but you have a pre-show at 8:50?
Free show at 8:50. It's like it's the part of the joke of the show is like forcing me to get my groove back and like and do more.
Okay.
Hey, big cat.
You're finding
Do
your-
more of the
I've we've had this conversation.
I know.
I'm
But,
not, you're not one of the people I'm worried about. You're not in the Mincy.
But we have all kinds
Who's
of
now I'm finding out has moved his show and less of it, which less is more for him.
3 hours a week, though, is a lot.
I don't know how you can do less
so
of it.
No, Wum is not an hour,
Hour.
long. That's crazy.
Well, no, he was
An hour.
nice about it.
Already.
Yeah, I know
Was it a half an hour?
I know nothing about Wum.
It's a Snapchat. It's
How
10
long?
minutes.
Like if
Are
you
Wom
were
and Quick Picks the same thing?
I think one
they-
averages between 20 and 21 minutes.
it's a gambling show.
No, it's not that.
Okay, let's see. Wum.
So, yeah, I mean, an hour and a half a
these-
week would be...
Well, we don't have to. We don't have to
views-
concentrate on certain things.
Wum is
Sponsored?
Wum is Wum is not.
I like the thumbnails. Or sorry, thumbnail.
Wum is
Well, they do change the thumbnail every day, don't they?
Wum.
Wum could use
what
a
am I looking
moment.
for here? Wum.
One needs to move to the afternoon.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Could use a moment to get the people talking. Is that what?
It might be 3 times a week.
It's actually listed 8 to 8:45.
But
that's also just not when it is, right? It's at 9, isn't it?
It's a pop-up show.
Woman's. It's good that we don't have an analytics department. Because otherwise they would be counting on their fingers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Be an audio show.
Get some promoting. We got to promote WOM.
Yeah, we got to boost WOM.
Wake up Mincy in the afternoons.
Yeah, it's gonna shake it up.
Yeah,
he'll be good. He's been a delight.
Kate and Friends is what you're calling it?
Kate and Friends in the morning.
Okay,
love it.
Just simple.
So,
but you can't move that to the afternoon then.
I know. I gotta stick with.
Yeah, I actually 100% think that Mincy's just gonna start waking up at like 2 o'clock. Like, well, I have wake up Mincy.
It's in the name.
It's in the name.
I have to sleep till 2.
What are you talking about? I owe it to my audience.
is that not weird to anybody else that the cover photo is just the wrong time?
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause he does it at 9.
He's
does it at 9 o'clock.
He's moving his show to after this.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
realizing? My logo looks like
Isn't that-
just like his.
What does your logo look like?
It's me disheveled with a fucking coffee mug.
You stole his logo.
God damn it.
No.
What the fuck? That's okay.
Can we see the logo?
I don't think so. I think it's like on my phone somewhere, but
All right.
I'm keeping it low.
Excited.
Bear with us. It might be a
Very
rough start,
excited.
but
I
we're
like
gonna keep building on it. Keep working it.
Me and the moms.
Yeah. Danny fucked up and made eye contact with me when I was looking for people.
Oh, what a mistake.
I know.
That's such a mistake. I close my eyes every time I walk by Kate.
Yeah, gotcha.
I'm looking forward to
Work
working
the
out
other
at
way
8 a.m.
entirely. Walk backwards if you have to.